Yeah, it will. Third time's the charm.
Uh, Third time is a charm. Hey, Emily, what's up? Welcome to the Vamos Rundown. Emily and I have had plenty of practice. This is going to be an awesome one. We're going to go all the way through it. I'm having technical difficulties. It's probably because I'm in Hawaii and then she's out in Northern California. But hey, Emily, welcome again. How you doing?
Thanks, Ray. Yeah, doing good. Excited to be here.
Yeah, great. So Emily and I were just talking about. She was telling some awesome stories about her and her team. They actually she's been a busy lady. I mean, they just got back from Spain, which Terrex Camp, as you guys know, they are one of the best in the sport right now. But they kind of give us a sneak peek into their camp a little bit with their online videos that they post, and I find them really intriguing. But Emily, if you could just tell a little kind of how that experience was, kind of back. I mean, being in there, a veteran of the team. What's that like, especially that you have a lot of newbies on the team?
Yeah, so as I was just saying, super cool to get this experience to be a part of a team camp. And I mean, there's 30 of us around the world, and it's super special that we all get to come together and share some time. So we actually get to start in Germany at our Adidas headquarters. So all the sports that represent Adidas are there, and all the people that make all the gear and do the social media and all the things you can think of on campus are there, and we get to see what Adidas is about, and we met the president, and yeah, so super cool, great opportunity to kind of jump 2 feet into the new year and get the newbies involved in the team and kind of see how they all fit. They all fit great. We had a great time. Yeah, really special. We kind of get to do some testing over there and jump into prototypes and get that going and work, literally face to face with the team that for the rest of the year we're kind of working from afar with. But we get to explain like what we're looking for, what are their needs, what are their expectations for us, and how do they need feedback, those sort of things. Yeah, so such a magic time to be on campus, and it's been a really special thing for Adidas as a whole to start having the trail team there once a year on campus. Yeah, it's pretty cool. This is the second year that they've done it, and it's nice going back as a veteran. You kind of know what to expect, but also the team on the ground knows what to expect and how to schedule things, and we really do pack it in. But it's so cool. We're going back
It
through
looks
the
great.
archives and through history stuff, and yeah, super cool. And then we lucked out and we managed to get a week over in the Canary Islands on an island called Fuerteventura. That's a little more relaxed time or unstructured time, and we usually don't. We never at any point when the team's together require people to do workouts together or anything like that. But this year, some of the team put together kind of program of like easy run today and long run tomorrow and track workout here and hill workout here, and that was just kind of an open like, hey, this is kind of what we're planning. Sent it out a little early so everyone could kind of chat with their coaches and see how that fits in with where they're at in their seasons, and if they wanted to join or not join or do part of it or do more afterwards, like all that sort of stuff. And it was really special this time because like 80% of the team joined for 80% of the workouts, so it was really fun. We got to sweat and work hard out there together, and we'll go on easy runs together and really explore the island. But yeah, really amazing time, and just such a good way to start the year and bring on 2025.
Yeah, that's awesome. It's kind of it's like ideal timing because everybody's heading into the meat of their season. I know, like a week or two later, you raced in Tenerife. Tenerife. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly, but
Yep.
you had a race there. So it's kind of like in the business world, it's like a Q4 kickoff meeting time because you're getting into the meat of the season, which is really cool. And like you were saying, that team aspect of Terex, it seems like you guys do it right. I mean, like, you've been a veteran of the team, so I'm sure a lot of people lean on you, which is must be a pretty nice kind of token that you have now that you're kind of the vet in the men's world.
Yeah, I think it's really special in in this realm of trail running, and I've really seen it grow. I give huge kudos to Rob, who started the trail team over at Terrex, and is still our guiding hand. Like, that's what he wanted. He wanted a team. He didn't want a brand and a group of athletes just wearing the same brand, and maybe you know each other, maybe you don't. But you recognize each other when you show up in the same stripes. He wanted us to be a team, and that's really what he's built from the ground up. And it's been really amazing to see how other teams have stepped into that and followed that example and really made an effort for their athletes. And that's what we want, everyone to feel special and feel a part of a team, and hopefully blow up each other's phones, and with supporting each other at races and then showing up to start lines and being able to stand there together in the same kit. Like, that's really cool. So Terex, that's what we are. We're a team, and if you're an individual player, like, it doesn't usually work out, but really special to have a group of people come together that want to achieve goals together and want to help you do your best out there.
Yeah, totally. And I mean, I follow you, of course, on social media. A few of your other teammates. I see that you have, some of the teammates are out there in the you guys have been running in the hills of Auburn, Forest Hill area, and it seems like you guys are ramping up from, assuming, canyons and stepping stones into states. So, what has that? I mean, that's another little spillover, an example that shows, that team bond. So, how has that experience been, recently?
Yeah, so I mean, that's great example. It's getting up to Canyons Week here, and Canyons is a team race. So full support from Adidas to be out here, and just such a cool opportunity to have the backyard race be a team race. But yeah, that just shows how close we are. Like, yes, the house has opened up for the Adidas team this week, but last week we didn't have a team house open up, but I had a couple athletes, teammates come over and stay at my house, and we, organized shuttles and had Eric staying up in Auburn, and, shuttled everyone and got everyone out on course where they needed to be. And it's fun that we want to spend time together outside of organized travel or races or anything. We're really good friends too, which is really fun, so that makes it nice. And it's been amazing, obviously, having everyone out on the trails. So cool to kind of show off the home trails, and spend some time just training and recovering and doing all the daily life things.
Totally. Speaking of recovery, and I mentioned you had a race at 73K in Tenerife. Congrats, you placed second. It looked like a really cool race. What's your personal take on it? And then two, how are you feeling rolling into Canyon, just with, one, your fitness, but then health at the same time?
Yeah, beautiful race. Like, it was amazing to go over there. It's such a nice way to kind of finish up team camp and hop over to the next island. And it was so beautiful. Like, it has a little bit of everything. Definitely kind of the deserty vibe at the start, and then it climbs up and you're on the moon pretty much, and there's a volcano there, and I thought we pretty much got up there and started dropping, but we don't. We managed to stay on the top for a long time, so you see the volcano and kind of right at sunrise. It's so beautiful. And then you kind of drop in and you're in the forest, and you're in jungle, and it's super technical and really fun, and lots of mud and stuff. So such a cool race, really fun. And you finish up with 10K pretty much flat on the road right by the ocean, and wow, it was really cool. And all the people just love being a part of it. Throughout the Canary Islands and Spain and stuff, everyone really gets involved, and that was amazing. And even on my flight back, chatting with a guy, he just, luckily I had him because he helped me carry my bags through one of the airports I flew through. I'm like, thank you. So helpful to make friends. Feeling good after that. Definitely, made sure that's the name of the game, is recovery first, and then you get to kind of build from there. And had a solid recovery block, and then jumped into some little bits and pieces I wanted to put together before Canyons, and starting to get excited.
It should be fun. So speaking of, you said that the trail was a bit technical, had some technical portions, some muddy portions. What do you prefer, like a more runnable trail or a technical trail? I mean, I know that you're pretty well versed, but what's your preference?
Yeah, that's such a great question. I haven't thought about it in a while. Yeah, I haven't thought about it in a while because it was fun, jumping into the skyrunning things to start and then doing the longer stuff or being out here, maybe a lot less technical out here and much more runnable. I don't know if I have a preference. I love both of them. I think it's fun. You get to explore different things, and no race is ever all technical or all runnable. So you get a little bit of all. So even canyons, we got it all.
Got it all, yeah. Especially, I was so glad I actually went to go run that Michigan Bluff, like deep in the canyons area, and I'm so glad I got to see it because I've never spent like a long time in that area, and I'm definitely glad I got to see it. So
For sure.
Excited for it.
Good. I'm excited for you.
Yeah. So, speaking of another video, Run Happy. Everybody go watch that. It was really good. Really emotionally touching. I believe it was by Pfiffermans. I believe that's how you pronounce the production.
Pfiffermans?
Yeah, Pfiffermans.
Yeah.
Really good job. Just capture the emotion of just that whole experience for you. You brought in your parents and, your coach and Paul Lind and just, what that was. I mean, like I said, it made me kind of like even choke up and get emotional just because I felt your guys' emotion, which was kind of cool. So what are your thoughts just kind of seeing how they capture that?
Yeah, I mean, so that team, the Pfiffermans team has been with us in the races since I started with Adidas, and they've become family. They're a part of the Terrex team in my eyes, and they're my friends, they're my people, and it's really cool that they can be the ones putting together the work because I'm comfortable with them. I'm gonna tell them when it sucks. I'm gonna tell them when it's great. I'm gonna share stuff about my family and about teammates, and they see life. They see us living. They don't, they're not just there for the race and that's it. They see us run. No, they know who we are, and they're our people too. And that video really showed it. And they've put out a couple more, one episode before with Kimmy, and then one episode after since with Pablo. And then they actually, while we were at camp, they released a kind of summary view of like life in the race in 2023 at UTMB, and that was a really special episode too. So definitely go to their page and check it out. You see the team and kind of how we get to spend some time together, and all the different characters come out, and it's super great because it's just natural. And I really treasure Run Happy. The time with my parents out there is really special, and the fact that now I have kind of this summary of like the things that they thought about, or how how proud they are of me, and wise words from my coach Paul, and it really means a lot. And now to have it like in a video forever is pretty special.
Yeah, I bet. Yeah, I mean, it's just such a perfect title. I mean, you just exude happiness, and like just from the little I do know you, and just like seeing you run. But then just to show that emotion with your parents, as I was saying, it's really special for somebody like me being a viewer and a fan. So yeah, that's
cool.
Something that's awesome. The Paul Lind. So tell me about that dynamic, because you guys have been working together for a while. I see him on the course at some local races all the time. He's coaching a lot of other athletes in the area. But I know that you guys are the dynamic duo. So how has that development just been going? And I mean, upwards trajectory. When I say consistency as a team, I think you guys may have the most consistent match in the game. So what are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, so I mean, like you said, we're a team. We fully trust each other. We have since day one. I kind of took a chance asking him to coach me, and he took a chance on me, and I've been super grateful ever since to get the opportunity to work with him. We are such close friends and spend a lot of time together, and have really gotten to know each other really well, which has been such a positive. Like, some people can say it's hard when you know each other really well, because like you got to figure out maybe more things. Like I said in Run Happy, one aid station I came in and I didn't say anything to him because I knew I knew how he would react, and like it would make him nervous for the next section. So I was like, I'm just gonna keep my thoughts to myself for this for this section. But like, yeah, I think we have built such a trust-based relationship that like it's very easy to adjust training or talk about everything. You know, if I have things I want to work on or things I'm worried about, or you know, potential things to just bring up into conversation and get hit on his mind, it's been really cool. And if he has a thought, or he, you know, dives into something, or he wants to know kind of where my heart and mind is at, he's not afraid to ask me. And that's been such a grounding force. And like, yes, like we want to be consistent, we want to just keep showing up, we want to be healthy, we don't want to go all in to the point of no return. And keeping each other in check has been a really key part of that. And yeah, just trusting each other. So like, yes, I can say like, oh, I trust him 100%, but that's not to say that if I'm worried about something he writes down on my training, that I'm not going to question him about it and say like, hey, like I'm nervous about this, let's just chat about it, like, and figure out what we want to do. Yeah, so that's been really fun. It's been such a great time, and I'm really, really blessed and lucky and grateful to have him in my corner.
Yeah, I think the results, I mean, speak for themselves. I mean, one, the mental side of it, you guys both have to, of course, be on the same page, and the trust is there. But I mean, you're going on your 5th states in a row, top 10 finishes, top 5 finishes for that matter of fact, and then I mean, you're running CCC, you're running the full loop in the same season. So that consistency and just being healthy. You know, of course, the coaching dynamic, but is there any other additives that, you know, help with that formula, you know, being so consistent that you are on the scale?
Yeah, I mean, definitely trusting kind of the experience we have, you know, what we've built that works for me. It's different from what it's, you know, what another athlete next door does. And kind of being solid in that and keeping each other on that path too, because I think I can, you know, fall into travel like, oh, like, this person is doing this, like, should I be doing that? Or he's being, you know, he gets excited like, oh, like, this workout sounds like a really great idea, let's do that. And then we can be like, wait, have we experienced this before? What mindset are we in? Where are we going to go? And yeah, I mean, it's been really special because my build up to states plays into my build up to UTMB so much. So I've really made it like the grounding, you know, that's part of the training plan, which is pretty special. And yeah, like trusting each other on that. And then I have a strength coach too, Pat McCurry, in Idaho, and he is so key to the whole process too. And Pat and Paul work really well together and are really good friends too, and that really plays into the dynamic. And you know, a close-knit team really makes it work really, really well. And yeah, the fact that they both trust me, and we can all be in communication always, and like if things need to change on the fly, like we can change things. Yeah, so that's the team. That's the the trio.
Yeah, one of the best teams in the game for sure. So it's awesome
Thank you.
just following you guys. So I mean, you're getting into. I mean, you've already had like a pretty good tune-up race. Now you're gonna get into canyons. You're gonna probably face some of the stiffer competition that you faced. What's the goal for canyons? Of course, you're going to states, and then what do you got? What's the plan for after states for the rest of the season?
Yeah. So super excited to pin on a bib and show up and get to practice some things with states. And like you said, race against some strong competition. Canyons is always fun and always stacked. Yeah, so have states, well, canyons and then states, and then plan to run the full loop at UTMB again.
Okay. Yeah, that's on my to-do list to get out there as a fan first. But I definitely want to run, I don't know the full loop, but if I could get into one of the races, I just want to take it in as a fan and as an athlete.
Yay!
Yeah, it'd be so amazing. I just love tracking you guys when you guys are out there, and it just looks amazing. So
yeah, you'll love it. You'll love it. Definitely, yeah, go after it. Maybe this weekend you'll get a spot.
Yeah, maybe we'll see. And then, so for canyons, I mean, I don't want you to share like your strategy, but like, what's your mindset heading into it? I mean, I just looked at the weather; it's been shifting, but it looks like it might be kind of cool. Maybe a little bit of light rain. I mean, what's your plan? Are you going after it, or are you just gonna kind of? Is it a training race? How are you picturing it?
Yeah. I mean, I never can pin on a bib and not show up, and run a race. So that's the plan, to race. And yeah, it's kind of cool because I don't have to chase a ticket or anything like that. So I really get to go out there and run my own race. Very excited to try some things out for states, and have my friend coming in to crew me, who's also going to be at states, and that's exciting to kind of get a real in-person practice run. Figure some things out.
Who will be crewing you, if you want me
I have Jimmy Burnett's coming in from Arizona.
to ask? Nice.
Yeah. Yeah, super cool. And then Paul will be out there as coach, obviously.
Will he be on?
Yeah, which would be really fun. And then it's super nice too, because you're on some of the states course, and all my community is out there, like all the Auburn, Roseville
Yeah.
community is out here, and I'm so excited, and so many of us running. And I know you're going to ask about this next, but the Hyperlight team is also going to be out there, so all the newbies and all the new teammates to meet and run with. And yeah, so it's such an exciting weekend. And this, Canyons kind of kicks off Memorial Day weekend and States weekend. We just get more and more people out here that love being a part of this. The weather's beautiful. Today on the trails was amazing. All the flowers out. Best time of year.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, Canyons always has like good energy, but I feel this year it's like there's kind of a little bit more energy around it for some reason.
Is it?
I'm just getting that vibe. Maybe just
Okay.
because I'm running it and I'm just super excited to just get out.
Probably.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, hey Emily, this time around, I think we did a good job. So, I mean, no technical difficulties or anything like that. If only the audience knew what we go through. So, Emily has been super patient with me. So, thank you, Emily. And again, I look forward to seeing you next week, and
Yep.
hoping you do well. And
You too. Yeah, have a great day. Just have fun out there. Enjoy the trails, and the parts you haven't seen really soak in too, because there's some special parts out there.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, and the good news is I'm feeling healthy, and I think I have had a good block. So I'm just gonna. I think I'm
Nice.
gonna give it a good effort and just see what happens.
Yay!
The best that
Perfect.
Ray can do.
Exactly. That's all you got to do.
Yeah, cool. Well, hey, thanks, Emily. Appreciate the time. Again, the video and the sound quality is awesome this time, so thanks again.
Awesome. Yeah, you're so welcome. Thank you so much for your time too.
All right, see ya, Emily.